welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anne, and if you are not new, welcome back, my friends. It has been a minute, but here we are. I've got a cozy cup of coffee. Grab yourself a beverage and let's have a little chatty catch up. I have a coffee in my Aloha Isle mug. It's like the, monogrammed A stands for Aloha Isle in the Disney bubble. I got this on Shop Disney like several years ago, like 4 years ago or so, but I love it. So just catching up with you via Nespresso and Disney. Literally could not ask for anything better. Okay, so I think we should start with where I've been, what happened to my posting schedule, and sort of the general update. The last video that you will have seen, I was starting a series, Christmas in Disney. We had a Disney trip planned at the beginning of December. Everything was going to be all Christmassy. I didn't finish posting that series and sort of fell off the posting schedule, fell off YouTube in general. I am alive. Here I am. Everything is well. But basically what happened was after we got back from Disney, we had a lovely trip. But after we got back from Disney, both Alex and I got COVID. It was a pretty hefty COVID strain. I had some asthma that I had dealt with as a child and I thought it was gone, but this COVID flared it up again. So I had to go to the doctor several times and work on some chest x-rays. They thought at one point I had developed pneumonia post-COVID. I didn't, thank God, but it just took a while to get better. It took a lot out of me physically. It took a lot out of Alex physically as well. And so we just were not very well for the rest of December. We are both better. We are well. But once we got better, Alex's work really ramped up. So he is working a lot on his job here in Omaha, and as such he has gone from the house a lot, so some of that responsibility kind of fell on me in terms of household management, cleaning and cooking, things like that. And obviously that is what a relationship looks like. Sometimes you give 80, sometimes you give 20, sometimes you give a full 50. So Alex is giving 80 at work, so he can only give 20 at home, and we will make it work. So that's kind of what we've been doing in the meantime. Shortly after kind of all of that happened with Disney and COVID, his work was just ramping up, it was going, and that put a little bit more on my plate in terms of again, that household maintenance stuff. I've just been busy, frankly, with all of those types of things, just general care for us and the dogs and the house. Also, I recently got a new account at work, so work has been just a little bit more demanding than it was previously. April itself has been a really busy month. We had a trip, we have some guests coming, so overall it's just been the spring has been a lot. The spring has brought a lot of fun and exciting new things, and so we have been just focused on that and kind of embracing all of the changes and challenges that come with that. Overall, life in Omaha has been great. I love it here. The weather was super gentle to us. The winter was very mild. There were a few weeks of really, really cold weather, but overall we didn't get a lot of snow. We didn't get any ice storms. And I will say it rains so much more here than in Colorado, and I do love the rain. I'm a rainwater. If you know me personally, you will understand that reference. Anyway, it's just sort of a city. It's a combo of you get sort of the city vibes, you get all the shops that you want, restaurants, things like that, but you also get, it's a lot calmer. It's just there's a lot less people. You can sort of do things a lot more spontaneously because you don't have to make reservations ahead of time and plan all this extra travel time and stuff like that. So living in Omaha, I think, is just a really great mix for me in terms of all that exposure and the different things that I want in the city, but at a lot more approachable method. One of the things that moving to Omaha has really challenged me to do was sort of get out there, put myself out there and try and make new friends, meet new people, etc. Moving here, obviously we didn't have any friends. I had a friend who comes and visits, hi Susan, once in a while, but she doesn't live here. And so that really pushed me to kind of get out there and expand my horizons a little bit, push my comfort zone. And you will have seen on some of my previous vlogs, I did a few meetup groups and things like that. And so I've really been leaning into that. Meetup is the funnest, greatest, most wonderful thing ever. So I will put a link below in the description if you're interested in trying. It's free. You just can go on the app and search for different groups in your area based on the hobbies that you're into or whatever that looks like for you. Recently, I've been doing a lot of book clubs. So I'm currently, I think, 5 in 5 book clubs. So I've been meeting people that way, doing the book clubs. I also love to read, as you know, so that's been challenging me to read a little bit more. And I'm definitely a competitive person, so I will read the book before the book club comes, or I will have failed internally. So I'm making myself read a lot more just through that. Also, like I said sort of earlier, the weather is just so nice here. So we've been spending a lot of time outside. I've been doing a lot of like walks. I've been doing a lot of like, not hiking, but like nature walks and things like that. Every Sunday I go out and I do what I call a lake walk, where I find a new open space, and I just, ideally with a lake, but it doesn't have to have a lake. I just love like a good natural like water situation. So good. And I'll just go and like spend 2 hours just walking and hanging out and just sort of being with nature. So that's making me explore a little bit more of the Omaha area. And then also we have a yard here. So like every day I will try to sit out in the yard, whether it's reading my book or having lunch out there or just hanging out with the dogs. But just being outside is a lot more approachable now with the backyard, with this beautiful weather. And so that's been something that I've really been focused on with my time. And we also have another update you may have seen on my Instagram, but basically we adopted another puppy. So his name is Max, and he is just the perfect addition to our family. Milo has somebody to play with now, and Daisy loves him as well. Daisy loves to snuggle him, and she also will police him a little bit and like tell him what's appropriate and what's not. If he's doing something naughty, she will come and get me, and she will like let me know, like, Mom, Maxie is chewing on something he shouldn't be chewing on. She will just like sit there and stare at me until I follow her, and then she will like lead me to Max. So she is such a tattletale and I love it. And he's a very calm puppy in terms of like the way that puppies are. He definitely has his like hyper moments. We call it his like Max-nado moment, but overall he's very chill. He's a very chill puppy, and he's really chameleon-esque, I suppose. When he can play with Milo and be very high energy with Milo, he can chill and sit with Sissy. And he loves cuddles, which obviously Alex and I both are cuddly dog people, so we are just all for that. He's really the perfect addition to our family. We ended up getting him on Leap Day. We went and adopted him. It was like a crazy turn of events as far as like how we got him. Maybe I'll do a separate video kind of walking through that, but he's really been taking up a lot of our time. I would say I didn't have a lot of time before that, and I don't have a lot of time now with 2 dogs and a puppy, but we wouldn't trade him for anything. And so we've just been kind of focusing on him and integrating him into the family, and just the family feels very complete now. It feels like a very good unit. I always say they're my little pack. So whenever I go anywhere, I can just get up, go to the bathroom. The whole pack has to come. But we're really happy, and he fits really well with the family. And he was a really great addition. So we adopted him from the Nebraska Humane Society. They have tons of puppies there. They have tons of dogs, cats, they have pocket pets even. So if you are thinking about adopting, I would urge you to look into your local shelter or humane society, because they have a lot of pets and they need loving families. I'll go grab him and you can meet him. Say hi, Maxie. He's very big now. He was about probably 1/3 of this size when we adopted him, but he's growing fast. Say hi. He's got a little white spot under his chin, but the rest of him is all black. Okay, go play. Okay, go play. We've got to play. We've got to go play. This is ultimate rules of puppy. Eat, sleep, play. That's it. Off he goes to play with his big brother. All they do is literally just play with each other. Like literally all the time. The only time they're not playing with each other is when they're eating or sleeping. The rest of the time, Milo is a couch, a play buddy, jungle gym. I don't know. We always joke and say that the big dogs are his babysitters because he will 1000% always be monopolized by the big dogs. Like if he had a choice between brother and sister or mom and dad, he would always choose brother and sister. So what can you expect on this channel moving forward? I think it's going to be pretty similar to the content that I had before my break. The one thing that I want to say is that I love making videos, and I love creating this community, and I love like hearing about, especially my friends and family who watch my videos and text me and say, hey, that's so funny you mentioned this in your video, or blah blah blah. Like I love having that community, and I think being on YouTube and creating videos is really a fun and just awesome way to sort of build that network with people that you know in real life and people that you meet on the internet. But for me, because this is more of a hobby for me, I have to sometimes prioritize other parts of my life, you know, whether that's work or like taking care of Alex or taking care of my little pack, whatever that looks like. And so I want to be consistent and I want to post consistently, but this is a hobby for me. And so I want to be able to put content out there that you enjoy and you want to watch, but I also want to not obsess over it and not like, I don't want it to become something that I don't find joy in anymore. And so I didn't plan on taking a pause from YouTube, but I just ended up taking a pause. And when I decided that when I want to come back, like I want to feel excited and energetic and come back to you like motivated and fresh. And I feel that way now. And so I will do my very best to post regularly and keep a consistent schedule. But at the same time, like I don't want it to ever be something that I feel like I'm not producing a good, you know, content for you, and B, something that I feel like I am competing with myself to just get perfect, because then it becomes no fun. All of that said, my upcoming ideas that I'm kind of toying around with for the future of this channel, obviously I have all those Christmas and Disney videos to post, so I will be posting those. I have one for each day that we went. We did the 4 parks. And it was very fun. So I will be posting those soon. I gotta get those edited. Those take a very long time to edit. Any sort of Disney trip videos take a very long time to edit. So I will have those eventually. I'll probably sprinkle those throughout my regular content. Alex and I just got back from a Chicago trip, and so I think I'm just gonna do one vlog for the Chicago trip, but we did a bunch of stuff on that trip, so I will have that for you. It was very fun. Like I said, I've been reading a lot of books, so I'll have a lot of like book reviews for you as well. I have read so many books. I think at this point I've read like 20 books or so this year, maybe not quite 20, but something along those lines. So I have a lot of books to share with you, so I will be bringing you those videos if you are into reading or you like my monthly book reviews. And then of course our daily and weekly vlogs that we were doing before. I'm gonna keep doing those. I love those. I think they're a fun way to sort of document my life and the things I'm doing. Personally, I love consuming daily vlogs and weekly vlogs, just kind of getting a feel into like people's lives and, you know, what they do and their priorities and things like that. That's my favorite type of content to consume as a viewer on YouTube. So I like to make those as well. And I hope that we'll be just doing a little bit more exploring of Omaha with the weather getting a little bit nicer. We haven't done the zoo, we haven't done the Botanic Gardens. There's a bunch of other things that like Omaha has to offer that I really want to explore. So hopefully we can get some of those in the coming months. And of course I will bring you along with me. So if there's anything in particular that you want to see, feel free to let me know, shoot me a text, send me a comment below, whatever you would like, but I'm happy to hear your feedback and the kinds of things that you would be interested in. We also do have several upcoming trips. We have like a New England, Vermont trip that we're planning for the fall. So we don't have a lot of plans on that yet, but that's hopefully coming down the line. We also are thinking maybe like doing a Minneapolis trip. I don't know. We don't have any secure plans of anything yet, but we have some like ideas brewing of things that we want to do, places we want to go. So I will of course bring you along with me. Gosh, I think that's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of my little community here on YouTube. I hope you are excited for the future, and let's do it together, friends. I think I just totally forgot about my coffee. It was literally just sitting here and I forgot about it. So here's 2 exciting things that the future will bring, whatever that looks like. Cheers. And I think with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I love you. Yes, I love you. Your brother is taking a nap. I will get him out when he is done with his nap, and then you can play with him for